Gauss, usually a frame thought to just run at insanely fast speeds, also has incredible survivability if you build him correctly. In this video I'll show you through my favorite build as well as some weapon combos to maximize his effectiveness in any mission you play. We'll be looking at just a common duration build that I've seen just floating around that I've adapted a little bit to my own playstyle, but it plays around long ability times and spreading status onto enemies. Now I don't claim this build to be best for Gauss, just one that I've seen and works pretty well for me. So here's the build. Right now I'm using Prime Continuity, Augur Message, and Constitution. These should get you to around 207 duration without any Archon shards. And next is his range, which needs to be kind of high since we'll be spamming 3, which spreads fire and cold in a small area around him for a while. And this is why we're using Augur Reach and Stretch. Lastly are the Archon mods. These can be switched out for their base or prime versions, but you'll lose out on the important secondary effects that they offer, since Archon Vitality applies heat damage twice, and Archon Flow generates energy orbs on cold proc. Next, we just throw on Streamline to help with the spamming of our abilities, but this can be switched with Adaptation if toxic damage is a real issue for you, or another build would also have Rolling Guard for the invulnerability while your Kinetic Plating and or Redline are being cycled. If you have a couple duration Archon shards, I would recommend this one for more survivability. Now that we discussed the basic build, let's see how we could use this to our advantage. First, we want to charge and keep our red line up as long as possible, so press 4 and then spam 1 or use melee attacks to build it up to 100%. This allows us to cast our 3 with no cost to our meter. With this in mind, every time we cast Thermal Sunder, it will proc fire and double dip our Archon Vitality, applying ramping heat damage, which each cast usually only needing around 8 times to clear an entire room of enemies. But this doesn't have to end here. We could actually use a primer to boost his damage output. In this case, we'll use Thermal Sunder, which actually applies to any heat proc. This means if you have a large AoE weapon or something that chains heat procs, you could cast your cold Thermal Sunder and kill instantly almost any target on the field. Just keep in mind it goes off of the damage of the status effect, not just the amount of procs on the enemy. So you're going to want to build up heavy damage from those status effects. For this demonstration, I'll just show you on a single target, but the principle works just the same on multiple. And it's going to look a little weird since I'm not doing very much damage, but that's because my weapon isn't very strong. And I also could be wrong, but for any weapon that applies status damage buffs should also affect the output of the Thermal Sunder nuke. While he does incredible damage, to me that's kind of secondary. The big part of this build is the invincibility. Yes, you could actually become almost invincible to any source of damage with just Redline and Kinetic Plating. As you can see here, I'm taking a decent amount of damage while Kinetic Plating is down, but as soon as I use it, at 100% redline, the enemies can't do a single point of damage as long as it's not toxic. This will persist till redline or the ability ends, which is exactly why we need high duration and other small changes to the build that will include adaptation or rolling guard to just increase our survivability and increase that time of the invulnerability. While yes, you could use the Vazir in Focus School and use the protective sling, I personally don't like it because Unaru is just a better school in general, but it's all up to preference. Lastly, with just the build itself is something I don't really have at the moment, but I have planned out, which is 4 Crimson Tauforge Archon shards to boost duration and 1 Tauforge Azure shard for armor. It just makes me more tanky, which I enjoy, but this can be changed out for cast speed or a 5th Crimson shard if you want. I'll go over a couple weapons I think go well with him, but he's a pretty good weapons platform, so any weapon goes well. But here are the best ones. The Kuvazar, Brahma, and Nukor. The Tord Incarnon, Enit Tenvoy, Archiplasmor, and Lateron Incarnon. And lastly, the Akukor and the Zorus. These are all kind of my favorite little weapons to use on him since they are either high AoE or just a status spreader. And that's it for the build and weapon selection. Tell me what you think about it in the comments and what I can improve upon. I'm always looking to make better videos because I know these aren't amazing right now. So if there's any suggestions or if there's any other frame you would like me to make a build guide for, I have a couple already and I could always just grind out another one. Anyways, for the rest of the video, I will be playing him for a couple of live games that I recorded on Twitch, so if you want to see that, my Twitch is in the link below and on screen. And I'll just be showing off the build, and if you want to stick around and watch that, I do implore you to. And if you want to be in the next video or anything like that, again, make sure to stop by and check me on Twitch. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Our little Gaussy boy. We are playing high-level missions. We are doing our Kuvalich, which I'm guessing they're not wanting to do. Here, where's an easy Kuvalich? Hijack, no. Sabotage, there we go. Let's go. Let's do a Grenier Sabotage Kuvalich. Just to show off how strong he could be. We had a couple little blunders there. We didn't know what to do with cycling our weapon. I mean our abilities. But hear me out here. We are managing, and what's the key thing to managing? Not dying. So let's continue to not do that. Let's get in here. Wait, gotta give the little friendship ship things. Whee! Alright, let's get in here. They could do that. I'm gonna just go in. Hopefully my Kuvalich will spawn. So what we're gonna do is immediately turn on our red line, throw on our kinetic plating, and just run. Just run. For the entire game, that's all we're doing. We're running. To build up our red line. If we're not building up red line, we're not playing the game right. That's basically how you play Gauss. And since we're also here with Kuvaliches, we'll stop every now and again, give them a good old stabbing right in the brain, and then just run. Up, you can't forget those. I want that. Grab that. Yep. And now that we're maxed. Why did his spawn but not mine? And just spam. Just yep. Just dump. Just dump all that. Oh, I'm getting owned. Alright. That's unfair, but I understand. I understand. I deserve that for getting too close. Thank you for stabbing him. Okay, so that's I think getting smacked by a Kuvalich is technically true damage. Because I am invulnerable when I have that much red line up. So when I have 100% red line, I don't take damage. That's my like whole thing. Is he still alive? Oh shit. Got him. I don't know, he's still alive. Stab him again. Stab his ass. Poke him in the butt. Yeah! Time to do it again, bitch. Stab him again. Stab him again. Grab his dick and twist it. Alright. Cool. So sad mine didn't spawn, but like mine's fuming. Like she, whatever the Grenier is, it's genuinely pissed. That's an Eximus. It's fine, I'll kill it anyways. Oh, it was an X. I didn't know thralls could be Eximuses. Okay then. You'll learn something new every day.
Target found. Destroy it. That's it. Now get out of here.
Alright. I'm still kind of mad mine didn't spawn in. Like, come on game. They're mad at me. They're fuming. Downright fiending for me. But they won't. They haven't spawned. As soon as I have the correct requiems too. Alright, but that just shows us... This goes to show you how well, like, Gauss is. Like, these aren't overly hard missions and I'm running them in. And yeah, I did go down, but that's because of my own negligence. But Gauss is, like, incredibly strong. And look, just pure... Let me get closer so you can see the damage. Just... Just spamming the one button and then pop them.
Prosecutor eliminated.
See?
Watch out for more.
Easy as pie. I don't really care for that up there. As long as I have red line up, I really don't take damage. I'll have to show him off in a little bit better of a mission. But that just goes to show you, like, even in these super easy missions, he's, like, not a bad frame. Yeah, like, any frame can be played down here, even if you're playing, like, this super jank, funny, fast frame. I'm not the best at this game, I will promise you that. I'm pretty bad. But, like, if you just need a fast boy that's invincible to most damage types, except getting, like, true damage, Tau, I think, and gas, or Toxin, you're fine with Gauss. Like, he's literally an all-around just good character. I don't want to play any of these, so we'll do theirs. I'm down. Let's go. One more. Fuck. Alright. So, I don't really have anything else. I mean, I could just do mobile defense, I guess. It's the only one I have left. I'm just probably gonna end stream here after this mission anyways, because, like, again, not a lot of people came to watch, so. Sucky, but that's just the way things work, so. Big L's on me for thinking that this could be a career. I'll try again tomorrow, I guess. Keep her going.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Got that there.
Terminal spotted.
I guess one thing he's probably not great at is mobile defense.
I'm in, Tenno.
I mean, in my opinion, I think it's not great at mobile defense just because he's like, I need to run fast, but I guess like the best offense, I mean, the best defense is a good offense too, so like it doesn't matter that he's not great at defense because he's just really good at offense, so he could just go around to every enemy and just smack him. See, look. Boom.
Stay focused.
I cleared out most of the enemies.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Doesn't matter that I can't, like, defend a point, it's just run and gun the enemies down.
Tenno, get ready. A prosecutor is approaching.
See, there we go. Just deny the enemies any semblance of fun, and we'll be good. And I don't even have red line up, and I'm still not taking that much damage, so let's actually get it up a little bit.
Good work. You have proven your
Good stabbing.
are not invincible.
We're going up.
Area completed. Move on. We have got to find a terminal.
Did he grab it? I mean, I'll go grab it, I guess. Oh, no, he got it. I'm still surprised my Kubelich is not spawning. That's kind of crazy.
Get me in and get ready to defend.
Back this way. Yep, now I can just spam my 3, and then look, we're all good.
I'm in, Tenno.
And dead. Like, it's not much. He's not an overly complicated frame to play.
Heads up. A Grineer assault team.
Like, I just nuked a prosecutor. Prosecutors are kind of difficult. They just have a lot of health. Goes to show you that even when you're not really trying, you could smoke most of the opposition just by existing. And your energy generation is really high as Gauss, and your abilities will carry you. You're just an all-around fast, fun frame. There's nothing wrong with playing him. Play him on defense, play him on offense. Do whatever you want. He's your jack of all trades. Now, one thing that I can say is, goddamn, can I get my Kubelich to spawn? Because I haven't seen them for multiple missions now. I've done 3 of them. Oop. Oh, I'm kind of struggling.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Just grab this and just book it. This is the best part about him. You're playing objectives that are super far away. Oop. Just book it. Press pressure 1 and just run all the way there.
Location reached.
You thought something was far? Well, not anymore. It's not. It's in walking distance for Gauss.
This will take a moment. Use caution. I am picking up traces of prosecutor shield orbs in your vicinity.
I mean, I'm struggling a little bit with energy, but I'm just boom. Drop our operator ability, and then we got our energy back. Not the biggest issue. We'll be a-okay for the minutes. Shouldn't really go down either, as long as I keep my red line up, which I'm not. Remember, always keep your red line up, or else you will die. It's not a when you'll die, it's just like, I mean, it's not an if you'll die, it's when you'll die. See, is squishy outside of that. Like, yes, you can shield gate, but unless you're not building for that, you're building for pure duration, which is why we kept our duration so high. Not building for anything, we're not really building for armor, except I did put an armor Archon shard on. It's the only form of armor I have on Gauss right now. We do have an Archon Vitality, but that's only for the secondary effect.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Yeah, we're just playing it like we're a speedy fast boy that kills everything. But yeah, God damn it. But yeah, there we go. Do not fall off of anything. If you fall into the depths, you will lose your red line that you spent how long getting? Forever getting. Alright, there you go. We did our thing. Sadly, our person didn't spawn in, so I'm just gonna head off for the night. Make sure all of you have a good rest of your days, have a good tomorrow, and just tell your family you love them. Just do something nice. But yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.